the Jaguars, and they are pinned inside their own 10 with the first down at the 9-yard line.
Vern, this will be Jacksonville's 18th offensive play. Miami has run a total of 4.
Brunell, quick penetration on Taylor, and he picks up 1 yard as Sam Madison came from the corner and got into the backfield quickly. Jimmy Smith opened this thing up with a 41-yard catch.
Well, you saw that wonderful release from the line of scrimmage. And again, Jimmy Johnson, since he knew he had to come here and play Jacksonville, he knew it's going to be a game of big plays, either denying them or watching them happen to him. But he knows he doesn't have a big play team, and Jacksonville does.
Draw play. Taylor skips 2 tackles. Right, and here we go.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Brock Marion chasing. Brock Marion still chasing. Gets help from Smith. Touchdown. No flags. A 90-yard run.
Could have sworn we were just talking about big plays. One team has them and one team doesn't.
He broke Thomas's tackle almost at the line of scrimmage. He slipped another and got behind Marion. And he's just completed the longest run in the history, albeit the short history, of the Jacksonville Jaguar franchise. Hollis with the extra point.
We talked from the very beginning about Fred Taylor being a difference maker, his ability to make people miss. Well, there's miss number 1, Calvin Jackson. Miss number 2 right there by Surtain. Zach Thomas was in the mix there. You see people all over the place. And then it's just speed. And Brock Marion, not a slow guy. You can see that on how effective he is with kickoff returns. And I would say, Vern, that the hamstring of Fred Taylor is just fine. Keep in mind, Fred missed 6 games this year. And right there, I think we're looking at a good reason why he was their #1 draft choice last year.
Well, I mentioned Zach Thomas had missed a tackle. Like it's clear on replay that Thomas got knocked away from contact by Calvin Jackson's missed tackle.
Yeah, Calvin Jackson, the first one in there. But this is just running skill by Fred Taylor. And right now, Jimmy, I know we got to try to be upbeat. We got to wrap up. But this, given the problems Miami has had offensively, we got to wonder how big a hole this really is.
There's the kick. And it's taken by Wilson at the 7-yard line. And he is knocked down as he gets to the 26-yard line. Well, if you're Miami, I guess the finest reminder you can have is Kansas City 17, Oakland nothing in the last weekend of the regular season. Oakland came back to win that, and that helped get Miami into the playoffs. But what a shocker.
Well, it's flying in the face of everything Jimmy Johnson knows is good for his team. Even if we're not spectacular, we got to hang in there. We got to be close. We've got to be in a position to try to win the game in the 4th quarter. Now, staying close is out of the question without taking some chances. And every time the Dolphins have taken many chances this year, it's blown up in their face.
Look at the disparity in yardage. 171-yard difference. Marino hit from the backside. Fumble the ball.
Oh, Lord, Jacksonville has it. And this ball is live. This is still live.
Tony Bracken.
They haven't blown a whistle yet.
Nope. And finally, he rumbles toward the end zone.
That's a touchdown. Oh, geez. Vern, did we not do a Miami game earlier in the year where there was a live ball on the field and they all stood around and looked at it? And that is exactly the case here. Nobody blew a whistle after the fumble by Dan Marino.
Tony Bracken, here's Ed Hockley.
The call was recovered by Jacksonville, and the player was not touched down by contact. Therefore, the result of the play was a touchdown.
What Ed Hockey-Lee was saying right there was that after the fumble, nobody from Jacksonville was down by contact. Jimmy, of course, incredulous if that's the case.
Hollis for the extra point.
All right, it starts with a great play by Tony Brackens. He knows he's too far upfield to sack Dan Marino, so he's going to take a swipe at the football. And that's where it all starts. Coming from your right, we're going to see Tony Brackens. There it is. He knew he couldn't sack Dan, but he went for the tomahawk to knock out the ball. Big time play here by Tony Brackens. And then the ball is alive. All Jacksonville down by contact there. No Miami. And Tony Brackens has to be cajoled. Now right there, he was already. Now did that, I can't see his feet right there. There was a Miami touch.
But I think, Dan, he was upright, so he was not down by contact.
We